passes to 3 different receivers, but Dustin, as you know, his greatest asset may be his running of the football. Jordan Huff for the Huskies, who come into the game 1-0 in MAC play, 3-2 overall. Here's Childers on a design run, and the UB defense once again ready for it.
Lost to Western Michigan.
And for him, that's ho-hum. He's had 19. Yeah. He's had 20 in a game this year. Big hit on the quarterback. So once again, it's Childers at quarterback for the Huskies, rolling right. Short pass, a little too much steam on it for his first game in 2013 in the Orange Bowl. Design run, Childers, 5th-year senior from Mobile. Christian Blake, the top receiver in motion. They'll keep it on the ground.
It's going to be close.
Jeremiah Dadabo, 82 yards per game, 5.5 yards per carry.
Yeah, he's a good one for the Huskies. Had a little bit of a down week against Kent State last week, but he's bouncing back here.
Flag coming from the secondary.
But again, the penalty would have negated it anyway.
So it's first down for Northern Illinois. Running between the tackles once again. And it's just a continuation of what Rod Carey has helped sustain there in DeKalb. 3rd and 5. Childers runs option right. He's going to keep it. And he falls forward for a first down.
Under the rock and falls forward for the first down.
Fake the jet sweep. Childers will run it. Takes a pretty good pop after a 2-yard, 5 interceptions. Part of the reason why Childers gets the start here again today. Pass a little bit again off target. Trying to all-time touchdown maker among tight ends in school history. Childers fires high and once again off target, trying to cruising to the end zone for a sure touchdown in a Cowboys blowout. And Don Beebe didn't stop hustling. And this is his son out here doing his thing against the Buffalo Bulls. Package of athletic ability of the 3 quarterbacks they've used this season. Here he is on a run coming near side, trying to find his way through the
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Were you part of that at The Ohio State University?
No, I was academical in that.
Childers gets hammered by Hodge.
Feed me. Because he'll eat. And he'll eat in the backfield. Take a look at number 4 getting in there for the big sack. Khalil Hodge, 2nd in the country with tackles. Leader of this defense. And I'll tell you what, I mean, this guy, I mean, he's a little undersized for a Mike linebacker. But you talk.
Childers still in there at quarterback, and this time he finally came last week at Kent State. The win over the Flashes. Childers found himself hole for Huff, able to get to the 2nd level.
It's a read option, and they decide to hand it off to Huff up the middle. Doesn't get touched for about 6 yards. Huff for a few yards here and there, and then all of a sudden it hits you deep.
Childers dumps it off, and it's in the quarter. This time the jet sweep is where the football goes. The handoff goes to DJ.
And so as a wide receiver, watch how they use him in motion. Again, another handoff.
Yeah, he was a more traditional tailback as a freshman. And now
you run sideline to sideline. These guys have to run a ton.
Childers back to Brown. He got himself a good block.
I think from NIU standpoint, trying to wear him out.
Childers on 2nd down at quarterback for NIU. He hands it off to Brown. Turns the corner. Leaps a would-be defender and picks up a first down. Cool from Illinois, from Memphis, Southern Miss. Wound up heading to DeKalb, Illinois.
Wow, that
Blake was open.
That was
creating the pressure for Buffalo. 2nd and 10. This time to throw. And he connects with his top receiver, Christian Blake. And how about the yards after carry? Well, Blake and Tears are the 2 big playmakers among the wide receivers. Running this time. That's a touchdown for the Huskies.
It's a great job from Childers. He checks off the pass. You can tell. You could hear it before the ball was snapped.
And you just never know. And sometimes it's getting the guy in the right place, in the right position, in the right scheme, and he is blossoming. It's Childers to start, and we are expecting to see Santa Catarina at some point. On the toss sweep, Jordan Huff with a
Buffalo defense is starting to wear down a little bit. Take a look here. Little, again, toss sweep action to the boundary, and Huff again, easy run, pick up the first.
He suffered a knee injury in high school, and then a lot of that dropped off. Tears with a catch at the 41, still on his feet. It takes 3 Bulls to bring to DeKalb. And now in his 5th year, he is a real weapon for NIU. Childers pass, caught, driven out of bounds.
And he seems to be developing a little bit of a rhythm here.
He's a Memphis transfer, spent 1 year at the University of Memphis as a gray shirt. Now he throws for the tight end, wide open at the 10, walks into the end zone. Wyman extends his. So deep in its own territory, NIU will run on first down. Jordan Huff does a nice job to pick up 6.
Drive the touchdown because they were gassed on the last drive.
Childers faked the pitch and then picks up a first, but he was not great against Kent State last week, and now he's on the sideline nursing some sort of leg injury. Well, they're not.
You now without Huff in the game, probably see a lot more of him. There you go again.
Well, you know, there are people around.
More like a Tebow, like a fullback playing quarterback.
It's good comp. Here is Childers, tucking it and run. Does a nice job to get down. And
down is he able to get past it by just maybe a couple of inches.
This time the dual threat quarterback hands the football off, and Tommy Mister still fighting for yardage, and that is going to be injured just like his head coach. And it's Mister one more time, and this time he receives time on the clock with 2:46 remaining to get them to the end zone. On the quarterback draw, he picks up. Clock continues to run down to 2:15. Following the lead block of his running back, but the play's blown up. Running back in the game is Trey Harbison, 4th string back for NIU. Childers with a flag down. Gets out to the 30.
NIU, number 23, Jordan Huff.
Yeah, and we're not seeing Marcus Jones either. Their number 2 tailback, and he has not been out there as DJ Brown is empty backfield.
Well, that's a hold. They didn't call it. Big third down coming up here for the Buffalo defense.
Childers hands it off, and that Buffalo defense says nothing doing. This is an arms race, and you've got to keep up. And in the Mid-American Conference, some of the other schools have put up some tremendous facilities in recent years. And Buffalo trying to keep up. Big pass play.
The quarterback, easy pitch and catch for a big game.
Yeah, 24 yards. Now it's Childers. Nice job to protect.
If you can run your offense and be not so much conservative, but you can find yourself winning this ball game.
Marcus Childers with another completion at midfield. Ball comes loose but trickles. Daniel Crawford, a sophomore tight end from Macomb, Michigan. Childers runs into a couple of Buffalo defenders and finally is dropped. On 2nd down and 9.
Well, that's a good throw.
Out of Richards High School, Robbins, Illinois' hometown. Down the seam, and it's caught by Beebe.
Great strength in his hands.
On first down, fumble. Buffalo recovers.
Wow.
The recovery.
Wow. I think it was Roberts who comes in there and that gets the ball out. Roberts, who was just beat on the previous play by
Northern Illinois, leading by a point. Childers going way downfield. And that
the Broncos, and then today he's made a couple of really nice plays there. The coverage, excellent job.
Short pass completed to DJ Brown.
In the entire conference.
Well, that'll work, and Brown's got plenty of room to run down the sideline. Lewis drills him at the week and was able to manage it, but not at the moment. That was back in week 3 when he got hurt. Childers completes another pass to Spencer Tears.
Getting him to turn back inside.
Nice tackle there by Jordan Collier. Childers, I bet you he couldn't do that again if he tried. Would be a little bit outside of that. On the sweep, DJ Brown. Rammed out of bounds. 15 and 15. Childers waiting to see if a defender was coming to him, and finally they do and drop him. He's going to throw the football and go for the downs. We're going to have pass interference. The ball was intercepted, but from Pompano Beach, Florida. Tight end Wyman again for a gain of the epic 7 overtime loss last week. There's that defensive front flexing its muscles to Mojude High School. 3rd and 10. Childers caught. Tears holding on for dear life is Roy.
Then again, at this end of the field, both kickers have missed field goal attempts.
Childers, who has gone from the start
Try and do a little bubble or something.
Childers going to improvise. And he's going to run out of bounds after having picked up the first down. Childers has been the most effective runner for Northern Illinois today, and he's off again.
Can't get there, and Childers decides to take it off and run.
Yeah, Roberts with the tackle. Look who's into the game. Jordan Huff with his first carry since. DJ Brown on the sweep again. Boy, they have gone to that time and
has been taken off and running on these past few.
Childers under pressure, and he goes down. Coming in, Gaddafi right of the year.
Wow.
Wide open, but on second down. That's going to be a 9 going no huddle. Childers going to keep it. He's hit, and this is going to be close. Had to get to the 48, not a lot of motion. They're going to go for it. Childers is going to keep it. He's got the first down for the Huskies.
See all that motion.
That way, it's so easy. And now in
have bowed up and up, and there have been mistakes on both sides.
Quick pass, first down. Another safe pass, though, in large part. They had a lot of injuries. That also increased reps in practice and in games last year and this year, and they think they have benefited from that.
Tack on a few more.
Childers keeps. Tries to pick his way across the line of Slock under 5. And they run it with Brown. Got a couple of blockers. Out of bounds.
Just those items.
Childers at quarterback has gone the entire way on the sweep. It's Blake. He turns the corner with some room to run, and very safely.
Smartly.
That's Blake in motion again. This time the give goes up the middle. And again, securing the football just as Western Michigan as it stands at the moment. Childers the give. Mister with another first down.
It's trying to run the clock out, but they're gashing them.
And very easily picked up 20 yards and more. Now the timeout is called quickly. 2nd and 9. Childers just runs straight forward behind his blockers that could easily be returned the other way. Well, Buffalo's defense, if the whistle comes, it doesn't. And look at that scrum.